Happy Friday. Well, we made it through the Lionsgate session on Monday night. A pretty potent deep dive for those that tuned into the 2-hour transmission I completed in Sydney. Powerful energies. Yes, powerful energies for all involved. Quite a deep dive into the to the Egyptian timeline, and working with the inner child, with the children around the timeline of Egypt, clearing nefarious ritual energies, and also clearing any, I guess, guilt or shame. A lot of in our own sacral chakras, or in the humanitarian collective chakra, if you will, of the sacral. I feel that it's a powerful 2-hour transmission if you have been working on the themes of clearing your sacral chakra, or healing and bringing into balance any sexual abuse that you may have encountered early on. That is a powerful transmission that I recommend that you tune into. You can message me privately if you get the vibe too. It's a strong clearing for the sacral, strong clearing for the mystery school distortions, the split of the divine masculine feminine. Thoth came in quite a bit during the transmission. He a lot of gratitude, a lot of honor for where we're at as humanity, in humanity, and just really a beautiful journey to a mentee at the end, in the form of a guided piece, a guided meditation, which was really an integrative piece, working with the Emerald Covenant. The Emerald Light. Emerald was a big theme of the 8-8 portal. Not so much, yes, we did cover Star Sirius and the Syrian beings and the Lyrans, and also the Hathors quite strongly came in, bringing in purity, love vibration, Andromedan key codes. So, hey Kiri. So this is by way of just giving you a bit of a preamble around what happened at the 8-8, because I just want to flip forward now to today. We're in the full moon in Aquarius energy, quite a strong week really of different frequencies coming through. And personally, I feel the activation that I'm going to do tonight, which is a 1-hour online activation, from here in the Sunshine Coast, I'm back home now, is really, I feel, an integrative piece. It will be a closure of the Leo moon, the 8-8, and now the full moon in Aquarius. This feels like the closure piece, the tying up of the loose ends, completion process of this corridor of this August Leo energy. So you might feel inspired, or if it resonates, you can tune in and connect with that transmission tonight. I'll be running the energy at 6 p.m. till 7 p.m. Sunshine Coast time, Brisbane time's the same, Sydney and Melbourne time's the same. Yeah. So I feel a very divine feminine energy coming through tonight. It's interesting, I received this beautiful piece this morning, just in time. Beautiful clear quartz Kuan Yin. Beautiful piece. And I just feel she's really calling to us tonight. I feel there's lots of pinks, there's lots of emerald light coming in again. It's a very deep healing session, I think, this Aquarian full moon in Aquarius, so that we can expand our horizons. You know, this last 2 to 3 weeks, I feel, has been a lot of feeling, sensing and noticing our habits, patterns of restriction, patterns of thought, a very mental kind of time. Of course, Aquarius, a very mental sign of, so there's been a lot of processing around the mind. Yes, around the mind. Thanks, Ronnie. I will put the link to the transmission tonight below once I've done this. Yeah. And so this, yeah, so a divine feminine, power of power, should I say. I feel strong energies for integration and really to support love of self through the process. You know, there's been so much arising within the collective, so much fire and anger, which can sometimes be helpful for setting boundaries and you know, breaking free from limitations within and without. You know, many people sort of struggling within themselves or within aspects of their life as we move into a new phase. I feel like this is the completion of this 3-part phase that we've been in. So hopefully there will be a little bit more ground and a little bit more sense of moving out of the inertia that we've been sitting in and sort of moving into some more manifestation-inspired action. Yeah. So maybe let me pull a card. Let me pull a card for tonight and for yes, Kristen, very transformative energy. I feel it feels very high alchemy at the moment. Even though I say divine feminine, I do feel Thoth will also be working with us tonight. Continuing the alchemy of the body, yeah, because that's something that's been coming up so strongly in my sessions lately, private sessions, but also the group sessions. The importance of the somatic experience of the body, the alchemy of the body, the cellular transformation of the body, for us to alchemize the old paths, the old pathways, but also to gain traction and strength in harmonizing and stabilizing the body during these very fast and accelerated frequencies. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I got 44, the 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. So that's really perfect for tonight, you know. These are Alana Fairchild's Lightworker Oracle cards. You know, this ritual, it's really important, I feel, to do some ritual work tonight. Whether it's joining me in the group or whether it's doing your own personal work, personal ritual. I mean, it's always, I think, amplified energetically when we gather, whether it's physically or non-physically. It amplifies the energy field. We co-create and we accelerate at a more rapid rate. So, you know, it's a good evening to get your crystals out and, you know, set some intentions and do some good releasing. You know, good releasing. This is, I feel, a good time to let go of the pieces that are ready to let go, that have been forced to the surface over the last week or two. You know, what is it that has been coming to the surface in you? What is the energy or the thought forms or what is presenting to you in relationship with others that is wanting a shift or a breakthrough moment? You know, this is seeing things from a higher perspective. You know, I do also feel that tonight will be some third eye activation as well in this session, seeing more clearly, seeing the higher, from a high perspective, the higher realms. You know, really opening up yet again to new grid coordinates, I feel. You know, new grid coordinates within the self and within our capacity to connect intergalactically through our pineal. So I feel that part of this voidal phase that many of us have been feeling into lately is because we are in a death rebirth in true Scorpio style. You know, it's quite dramatic. It's in Leo, so full-hearted dramatic energies, you know. So many people feeling a lot of emotion, many people feeling like they're on the precipice of change. And, you know, just keep breathing through it. It doesn't necessarily mean that your whole entire existence has to be burnt off and start again. It could be a much more inward process of release that is going to free you up to feel like you can step out of your cage of what you were told you were as a child, out of your cage in relation to past life trauma such as the Atlantean times, the Lemurian times, the Egyptian times, all of these timelines we are dissolving out of our matrix, so that, you know, the future generations do not have to keep doing the work that we're doing now, and that they rise and they move into a new plateau of energy in a quicker, more accelerated fashion. And this is happening, of course, on the earthly plane at the moment. You know, many souls are having, I'd like to call it a snap awakening. So suddenly things are clunking into place. They are recognizing things about the world. They're recognizing things about themselves. And this is perfect, you know. This is perfect. This is the divine orchestration of ascension. Yes, this is the divine orchestration of ascension where, you know, we don't all want to, what's the word? We don't all want to wake up at the same time, because it would be an absolute schmozzle, you know? And so there's phases. There's phases of connection and acceleration. Some of us go through it at different times. And, you know, I think most of the people that tune into my work and to the group work that I do, we've been doing this stuff for many years. And so we have been really priming and preparing for this time to hold a larger space, to hold our energy through the chaotic times of change. That is not to say that we do not get impacted, knocked around, feel chaotic, or feel like we're off our center at times. Of course, we wouldn't be human if that wasn't true. So, you know, but we are steadily gaining ground and coming back into alignment much quicker when we do get knocked off center. So that's perfect. That's growth. That's amazing. Yeah. So I'll pick another couple of cards, I feel, just to talk about tonight, and then I'll leave you with a little bit of energy from Kuan Yin through light language. Yeah. So we had the seventh ray of ritual and order and ceremony, reminding us to go into ceremony tonight, to really get clear and release. Yeah. So the power of the divine masculine. So there's a lot of still a lot of North Node Mars energy, which is the fire energy coming in. So I feel that, you know, this and for me, divine masculine is embodied through the Thoth frequency that I really resonate with and channel through. So I feel like it's a nod to him and the wisdom that he holds, and also a nod to the divine masculine in our community. Yeah, a nod to the divine masculine in our community to say, come on, guys, pitch up, show up. It's your time. You know, you can show up in your feminine or your masculine, doesn't really matter, but show up. It's time for the divine masculine to take a stand and support the community and support each other, as well as the feminine. Yeah. So I feel like some divine masculine activations coming in as well as the feminine tonight, the balance of the two. And finally, the pink rose of Lady Nada. And I felt her energy just as I started doing this transmission for you guys. So this is, I feel, the pink, the rose, Lady Nada, beautiful Christ-like feminine. I feel like she's wanting to come through tonight as the divine feminine aspect. So Thoth and Lady Nada feel like they'll feature energetically tonight in the session. So it's a 1 hour session if you feel drawn. It will be available on Zoom and Facebook Live this time because I'm at home doing it. It will be available as a replay on Facebook Live post the session. So if you're overseas or interstate and you can't get to it on the 6 p.m. slot in Brisbane time, then you can watch it later on, and you still get the energies, you still get the plugins, and you still get the activations. You know. So I feel, let us work with this beautiful Kuan Yin, clear quartz Kuan Yin. Yeah, she's just coming in with an activation for the heart. Yeah, with an activation for the heart. Shibur hiya pribuyanda rabiyanda rabiyanna. Ushaya Briandara Biandara Puyandara. Paripivo yo Puriandara Puyandara Puriandarka. Paripivo Diandara Puyandara Porca. Belpe Purpiandara Porciandara Porca. Porpiki Andara Pucara Porca. Elki Purkiandara Porca. Nananana Porca Nanana Porca Nanana Pukikianda. Purkiandanaka. So she says, blessings to your heart, dear children of light. You are all one, whether you're in a masculine form or whether you're in a feminine form. You are all invited to feel and sense the ever-growing energy of love on your planet. Even though that there are energies that would like you to focus in a different direction, there is also a groundswell of love within your community. Pay attention to it, notice it, feel it in your heart. Feel it in your heart. If you feel apathy, if you feel lostness, if you feel hopelessness, come back to me, she says. Come back to me and I will hold space for you on the days that you feel down, on the days that you feel energetically depleted. You must gather, you must gather, you must gather tonight, dear souls. You must gather under the light of the full Aquarian moon. It is a divine pivot point. It is a divine blessing of light codes for you to find the love of self within the changes, within the dissolving, within the unknown. So it feels like she's going to be joining us with Lady Nada and Thoth. It feels, and some galactic frequencies as always with my channeling. But just for you to really, I think, be kind to yourself tonight. If you feel to join me, please do. If you feel to be in your own energy, please honor that too. I think it's been a very big couple of weeks. A lot of dismantling and internally, externally, and then I feel a lot of ripple-on effects in the global context in the next few weeks. So, you know, even though the energies may abate, doesn't mean the impact of these energies isn't going to continue for some few months, really. And then obviously the other energies that are coming in back to back. There's not much let up at the moment around these frequencies that are just bombarding the planet because it's time for change. And as we move from the Piscean age to the Aquarian age, we are having to let go a lot of structures that once served humanity but no longer serve humanity. Yeah. So a exhilarating and yet a sometimes nail-biting time as we collectively move through change. Yeah. Yes, I've been feeling the Lemurian codes as well, Brigitte. So I'll leave it there, guys. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've navigated the 8-8 codes with grace and ease, and it's gifted you awareness and courage and resilience and strength to move forward in your paths. I'll post below tonight's transmission link for the event. You're more than welcome to tune in. I'll hopefully post this live feed also on my YouTube channel. The link will be on my wall. Please like the YouTube. Please share it with your friends. Please tag people if they resonate. It just helps me get the word out. And as always, I'll be doing one-on-ones online or in person in Sunshine Coast, and I'll be back in Sydney 28th for a group activation on Sunday afternoon, and the 29th and the 30th for one-on-one sessions. That's the Monday and the Tuesday for one-on-one sessions in August, the end of August. So, love you, bless you, keep going, you good things. I will talk to you soon. Much love.